I think the last time I'm lose game was when Atletico Madrid cost 1-0. So Utie pro Barcelona and semi-trophy now. I think say the only confidence on more say Barcelona ebetimi a game way the na Fiifi kanu. It seems everyone around an ideal first 11 today of Barcelona back. Enti so on Dario Sport cra omo probable 11 no ewo enei so obi a fit to Barcelona na ka say your Barcelona first 11 na omo mbebo Pina, Jules Koundé, Bade, Ababak, Kubasi, Inigo Martinez, Marc Casado, Pedri, Daniel Olmo, then Yami Lamar, Rafinha, Lewandowski. So it means that Barcelona first 11 now Omo share Bayern, Omo share Real Madrid no. And I say a printing about Kubia Frimu na Mionu Bia Frimu na red card be so ama Casado are missing no. They are coming back first 11 no. And they believe say that first 11 no ever pack no some quadia. They show say they are good enough to even beat Mallorca in a difficult game. This is said in Omo Elko no. Rich, a easy game. There's a controversy around my Abanti friend Vedok Morigi. Morigi na say Oko Mallorca no beshewa. Rich on the leady. On your number 9. Very, very bulky. The presence in the box, super player. But the straight red card in our last 2 games, no more boy. And Mahu said, go for so a straight red card 22 games. And we saw there be one missing the last game, no, so he is back. So Ojinamua, Barcelona will have a very, very, very tough game. But so Onimudia, it helps Barcelona course, no, because Ojinamua, they play to him. And hard dream, Mammy can't cry. Hard dream, pop. Why is our bent your friend the Budime? And the man was Asuna. So no Asuna, nobody made you anymore. Rich, and yet there you will find a way to get 1 or 3 moments being a gamer. Obey me, how are you? Rich, Barcelona any choice. And I'm going say, look, so we a typical Barcelona fan. Rich fan say Valencia game media. Real Madrid be show. And she say Real Madrid at the top. And this is 1% gap never cost so wide dinner. You need to come back to winning ways as soon as possible for a club in Barcelona. A difficult way, but they need to. Baby, a win will be at also a coach. Na omo Edebayo, and I believe say with Obia coming around here, Barcelona can be able to get a very, very difficult win against Tima, your friend Mallorca, and then Numre. I was a Bayern bought Leverkusen in a DFB Pokal, and I see a very, very good game. I think those 2 teams should be able to give some goals. Be Honum Emma or more Ebeko bet. Was our game in him. Bologna airball against Monza. Copa America. There are some interesting game. AC Milan airball Sassuolo in the Copa Italiano and so there are very, very interesting games. Ekoso and then you may Uber EP on Numwa switch. Was the Crystal Palace and Kudus back. Why Western for now all their flyers rich. Omo flyers no way ni na. Omo the Kudus and Atoso and or to Kem Power Stadium leading team from West Ham.
Coach Bakupa Mekasa wa lucky. Ella Pategi.
Say Empamon.
With the result pa Onyana still. Because I mean after Arsenal 5-2 ni dem zombe pam.
But Arsenal
because look so why West Ham What's that? Okay, so Mulu so enya crowd.
Enye.
Puto.
But now when him say
4-5.
Arsenal 5-2 no. Na above from omu win bi no omu konya o Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
No, so they Newcastle okay, let's compensate it with that. And Arsenal they are better Mulu so chen enya way. Say and then we say against Leicester. A struggling Leicester. Omu de river ni so e ba kwene ni so bri no. Say no na Lapetegi ko lusua. You can take a decision on him, Rich. Tiene give me easy. Lapetegi je guni chem. Vanessa Suba in the first match akubu kem. Me makase Leicester players na no. Said that players gidi biya na. Na number some bisa say we Vanessa first game no boy against Leicester na. Na mama say oh man you are the TF man no. Is he still a good coach in your eyes? And I say, Rich, me sure say, I know how you buy soon. Rich, more 2 coaches, me from ya have funny TF4. hwɛ mu nkotwa ɛyɛ betway code mesrɛ yɛahyehyɛ ne yie nti ɛyɛ na watwa bi ahwɛ 127 BA 131 ɛyɛ first code 127 BA 131 ɛyɛ the first code and a second one no ɛnso yɛ 127 B88 B88 then the last one no is 7E 127 B88 7E and a 127 BA 131 two betway codes are and games in a war no that ka bo mu a obetimi e de osika etimi atoso na what try ahwe de bia yeka say eya no bet responsibly only 18 years do success we are off ye na watimi asa aba back wait yes anya draw no back on count
ina
but we say
schema exclusively voted by players. And FIFPro Nangasani essentially I mean a group of professional football organization almost players welfare in Sanya man. Now most of the times based on the performances of the players in a particular calendar year. Into players no a contribution to a club successes and a contribution to a national team successes. Now minimum I would say most of the time sometimes 4-3-3, but on the FIFPro website almost see usually a one goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and then 3 forwards. And so I think that's a problem because one goalkeeper, 3 midfielders and a 3 forwards. FIFPro 11, of course, outfield players no supposed to be 10. So there's an issue over there on websites and so on. That they are debutants. Players be on man. When you're my first time on my room, our FIFPro 11 him and Abrantia, your friend Jeremy Frimpong from Bino for Leverkusen. The very first time our FIFPro 11 him any Phil Foden, Manchester City, any England, and the first time our FIFPro 11 shortlist any William Saliba. The first time our FIFPro 11 any Jamal Musiala, of course, after New Year for Germany on Florian Wirtz or the D-Mannschaft last year in the Euros. No, this is the very first time we're in the FIFPro 11. There is also Chelsea's Cole Palmer, of course. Cole breakthrough season last season. Oceania Cole the goal contribution throughout last season, number of even home goal contribution this season. Kola is very, very instrumental for everything that Chelsea has done. In the final of the Euros, so free bench, Eba Beshego, a very important player. Also, Obitsa Brent Efel Lamine Yamal also or complete the list of 6 players, so a debutant over the FIFPro 11. And everybody knows Lamine Yamal. From the tail end of last season, the impact in the FC Barcelona team and also Spanish La Roya team called final the Euros no, he was definitely important our FIFPro conversation and like we said a list of players will be voted by players across the world, usually club captains, any national team captains in that conversation. See, Rich, usually award schemes are about opinions. What you think about say player or deserve it to be there or not. But near my people dancing say they are taking the opinions of colleagues and area simua say oh yeah jumo baby. Na say obi a oni adwuma nim e hye wonu nyama e different from say omo a woni omo free pre dibie e pre e compete quote on quote no Ebeka said no akwawi or your top notch where Jumana or him, and that's how what makes the FIFPro very, very important. And you fancy it say in the conversation of picking who wins or who did it do no the players' performance in the context of a club na some national team no it's a player and a contribution to the club and a player and a contribution to name and as a country number into there. Yes, that's it with the first goalkeeper. We are looking at Edison Morales, who is a Brazilian goalkeeper, but in the Brazilian national team, and you're not tired. Alisson Becker. Then there is Martinez, Emiliano Martinez, who won just the Ballon d'Or. I mean, the Yeri Yashin, best goalkeeper of the year. No, I mean, from the Ballon d'Or one, no, Then the Manuel Neuer also for the German national team. I think that although in the context of club side, Emiliano Martinez answered and do the levels of Edison Morales and also for Manonia. Yes, especially in Europe. But in the English Premier League, instrumental for everything at Aston Villa for in fact, in terms of save percentage in the English Premier League that last season, it was only David Raya and I know back close to him in terms of sound numbers. No, so it was important. So for me, I would go for Brantia Ayefreno, Emiliano Martinez as my goalkeeper in post. So if I want 10 outfield players when I'm going for my centre backs and my defenders there, then I'll look through for me. Last season, one of the best defenders we are say, Brantia, your friend Antonio Rudiger
of Real Madrid.
Yeah, both for Madrid and for Germany. For all aspects of the game, for me, so I will discuss it, the importance of a centre back in a team. You are looking at it with the ball and without the ball. And Antonio Rudiger, excellent in terms of the physicality and the ability to read the game, when to step out of the block and nick out danger in defense. And in the aggression levels are very important in the modern game. So who use any midfielder in the centre back in the modern game, the person has to be able to read the game well. They need to be able to step in and nick out danger, and they need to be able to play the ball. The entire friend and ball playing centre back now. And I had Antonio Rudiger, very good at it. My next defender, I will show him. I branch your friend Ruben Dias for the Portuguese national team and also for Manchester City. Very also instrumental. Again, in terms of leadership, Ruben Dias will offer you that. Very, very good in the calendar year for Manchester City. Married in the year in the semi-final of the Champions League. But then again, they were very, very good in that competition. The season before, no, I just trouble with Madrid or Champions League. Then I'll go in for a branch here, William Saliba. Very, very important player also for me. He was top notch in everything that Arsenal did. Then me only fullback, as part of my top, me center, me defenders, ever branch friend Danny Carvajal. I think that Danny deserved a huge shot at the Ballon d'Or, both for the La Roa, and then also for Team Ayefreno, Madrid last season in the Champions League. Ran to the Champions League, they were top. Also, in our year for Madrid team, is very important. As captain of the Madrid side, he was so important in everything. It's me defenders, Dani Carvajal, Ruben Dias, Antonio Rudiger, and Abrantia. I think that's all. So Rudiger, William Saliba, Ruben Dias, and Abrantia friend Dani Carvajal will make my 4 defenders. Now, then in the middle of the pack. And then I'm a player born home modern last season. And in terms of midfielders last season, you cannot do away with our branch friend Rodri Cascante. He was excellent, both for Euros and also for Manchester City. Mean Kasabi about our branch your friend Rodri Cascante. Last season again for Madrid, so we'll have a conversation. You cannot do away with our branch friend Toni Kroos. Also very important as an 8 So I would have Rodri Cascante, have our branch friend Toni Kroos in there. Then I'm looking for a number 10. I'm a little bit torn. One I may go for and number 10 may share between a branch friend Phil Foden, who was the best player in the English Premier League that season. Also very instrumental for Manchester City in the Euros, of course, in the UEFA Champions League. Not too effective in the Euros. But I would rather go with a branch friend Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. It's been made for the 3, Toni Kroos, Rodri Cascante, and Jude Bellingham. Now, as me attackers, probably the simplest of the lots. First one, maybe a branch friend Vinicius Junior. Very, very important for Madrid. Everything that Madrid did last season in the lead up to the Champions League final was hinged on a branch friend Vinicius Junior, or a sole difference maker for Madrid team. Yes, he wasn't the best for the Brazilian national team, but the impact in Madrid is something that you just cannot overlook. And I would go in for a branch your friend Vinicius Junior in there. I need a striker. Last season, in terms of goals, 2 strikers in a team, Haaland and a branch friend Harry Kane. So I need to choose between them. My center forward, and then never sa conversation with more Haaland. Fiifi, I'd rather go with Harry Kane as my center forward. Because I think Bayern were in the semi-final actually our Champions League I'm call Bernabeu and free in terms of the performance for the English national team, or call the finals over there in terms of the Euros now, and his goal contribution was important for Bayern. The goal contribution was important for the 3 Lions of England. So after taking Vinicius Junior, Mefa Branche Freno, Harry Kane, then I need one more winger. I think it goes for Abrantia Yefreno Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal.
Because of the Euros.
Yeah, mefa Lamine Yamal. I mean, I was torn between players now I can Messi, Ronaldo, Cole Palmer, Lamine Yamal, any Abranti, I friend Erling Haaland, but then I'll go with Lamine Yamal because I think it was important for the La Roya of Spain.
Before I'm a Ayala to the controversies at war 11 now, and now such all nearby.
Yeah.
It me feel say na FIFPro pa munkoyi what the shortless about. No Mo Salah, no Lautaro Martinez, Ademola Lookman. Some players in the Monvo Mancao. I call this Lionel Messi, ne Cristiano Ronaldo, do my babagum.
You see,
I'm on
for somebody like Taro Martinez, because I think saying the year in review, you just cannot rule out and run Italy for your more awards.
Best player.
You want the best player in the Serie A. And of course, you can't discount the goals or the run at Inter for last season. Although Inter for FIFPro, I think in the round of 16 against Atletico de Madrid last season. But then he went as far as the final and won the Copa America for Argentina. So yes, there are problems over there. I don't know how Ademola Lookman stands amongst these attackers, especially for the attackers near Oaxaca. Ademola Lookman entered. Yes, he was good, but the season in review, he didn't really stand out in the. For Africa, he is the guy. Again, for Mohamed Salah, last season under the season in review, he was good at certain portions, but not throughout the season. And that's why for me, I would rather go with Lautaro Martinez. I think that he deserves an inclusion. Minim Nintia Messi or say, Minim Nintia Ronaldo or say. I think that Lautaro Martinez deserves it.
Kofi, me that's Fiifi man.